All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I got this is a special video, special report. Before I head to New York City, we had to come talk to Pops and get his final thoughts on Jaron Ennis versus Xander Zayas. Pops, I know you've caused quite a stir with the Philadelphians and the Boots fan base, but I want your unbiased thoughts here.
Sure.
Take your emotions out of it.
Sure.
Whatever you think, just lay it on us. What do you think about this Boots and Xander Zayas fight?
I mean, this fight to me has been marinated, well, not marinated, has been used as an appetizer for before the meal, which is going to be Saturday. And what I mean by that is, and this fight also sounds, for me, it might not be as big, but I feel it's more like the fans and the subscribers and everybody else and all the boxers talking about it. When Crawford and Spence fought, everybody was excited about the fight. Everybody couldn't wait to talk about it. Anyway, you went to talk about it. Go to Philadelphia, go now to New York, go to all the social media and boxing, and now you can't stop hearing about Boots and Xander Zayas. So for me, I got to give both of them heads up. Respect both of them. They both made the fight happen. And that's what's good about boxing. You got a guy that's 23 years old. You got a guy that's in his 30s.
He's 28. Boots 28. He'll be 29 the day after the fight.
But he'll be 28, 29. Facing each other, made the fight. They didn't tip-tap around the whole thing. They just wanted to get down and move on. For me, for Boots, it's grandfather time catching up with him. If we don't start fighting and continue on, I think later on, as time goes on, he's older than Zayas. So therefore, I think time's going to catch up to him eventually if he don't start getting busy and doing what he's supposed to do. Like he wants to take over 154. We'll see if he takes over 154. But he's got to get that going, and this is a good way for him to do it, to get there.
You don't think it's too early using terms like father time? I mean, he's not even 30 years old yet.
No, I'm just what I'm getting at with father time. I mean, I think that if he sits back and just waits until other fights come up for him, and we know how things are with the boxing, it's just be more time.
You're saying he's not gonna get the most he can out of his career.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to just address one thing real quick.
Go ahead, please do.
I have to address this to the Philadelphia fans. I've been dick riding and getting real rude with Boots Ennis. And I've been telling this and I've been saying that, and I'm not trying to fall back from what I'm saying. What I'm getting at is, to me, Boots is this talented, skillful fighter that I've seen way back before he even got to this point where he's at now. And I like what he's had in the ring, and I like how he shines. But to me, he hasn't really fought the true diamonds or the true fighters in the sport to make it where it's at. So that's why I got really on his case.
Well, now he's doing that.
Yeah, now he's doing that, but I don't want to hear like a broken record. I'm going to this division, I'm taking over, I'm the it factor.
That's what he believes.
He can
Those
believe
are his
it.
convictions.
And then with the fans hyping him up like to be this sort of king, that I don't think he's has. In my opinion, he hasn't accomplished enough to be at the. Yes, he's accomplished a ring belt, 2 belts at 147, whatever the case is. But to me, no. So I ride him hard. I rode him hard because of his talent and his skills. And to me, he hasn't proven me yet that he's fought the elites.
Oh.
And I'm not saying that Zayas is that person. I'm just saying that he's a unified champion with 2 belts.
Younger than him.
And he got young, he got balls, and he's not afraid to take it and lose that O. And you don't see from a lot of fighters like that. So that's why I like Zayas. Zayas is very confident. He's going to go in there. And I think, honestly, people don't understand, or people that don't know Zayas, his movement, his lateral movement, his distance is going to cause a lot of problems for Boots. I think, everybody goes back to that fight with Karen, this and that. Karen might be a little quicker than this, but Zayas got the length, the reach. It's a natural 154. And I think at the end of the day, I'm still going to ride with the man that I think is going to beat and surprise the world.
Jaron Ennis?
Huh?
You gonna go with Jaron Ennis?
No. Hell no. I'm not going with that. I mean, he says he's the heavy favorite, okay?
Yeah. He's the almost like a 5-1 favorite.
Yeah, he's the heavy favorite. But you know what? I'm going to go with my young stallion, with my young buck. He believes in himself. He's willing to go in there. And I don't think that this is going to be an easier fight for Boots people think. And one thing I want to say, okay? He's been talking about, you can't wait till Saturday. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You're all going to see. I'm gonna tell you straight up. If he don't go in there, within the first five rounds, and puts Zayas in his ass and put him out, I don't give a shit. If he, in my opinion, I don't know what you got this. If he gets a easy decision, if he wins this way, no. You're talking like you're gonna do all this shit. You better back up what you say. You better back it up because this is all I've been hearing from you, and this is why I feel frustrated too. I'm hearing all this stuff all the time about you.
Because you feel like he's a good fighter, but the hype isn't warranted.
No,
and you feel like if it's good if he wins, of course, but for the hype that he's receiving,
no,
he should get a spectacular performance.
Exactly, like he's saying he's gonna do this. You're gonna see. If I see that motherfucker, no disrespect to him, and he goes more than 4 or 5 rounds with Xander, or he doesn't knock the fuck him out cold, like literally knocks him out cold, like give him a true fucking Philly beating, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear Jack about how great he's gonna get criticized.
What if he does it in the 6th round? What if he's around there? What if he does it in the 6th round, the 7th round?
I don't care. I just want to see him devastate him. That's my whole point. The word I want to use, I want him to go in there and destroy and devastate Zayas. So I don't think it's gonna happen.
So what if he stops him in 9 rounds or 10 rounds? Is that
it's not working for me.
That's not good enough for you?
Not enough for me. Because
Xander's a good boxer. Xander's not gonna give it to him. Xander's not gonna say here's my chin. It's like
he talking, and I might be a little bit off the wall, but he's
a little.
Yeah. He a little bit talking a little bit like when Mike Tyson used to have his fights, he would just knock motherfuckers out 1, 2, or 3rd round, or whatever, and knock them out quick, take them out quick. He's talking all this shit now. That he gonna do this and he gonna do that, and you're all gonna see, and I'm gonna be the one, and I'm taking the belts home. So be it. But if you don't do it the way you're talking, what you're gonna do, I want to see. I will not give you credit. I will not give you credit until you find out a big dog and stop your talking.
So if the fight goes a distance and he wins, no credit. Yeah, so if it goes to that, that's it.
I mean, he won, but you'll never get that respect from me.
Damn.
Because you came in there, you've been saying this for the whole time.
I'm gonna give some of the talking points people will just say off the bat. So the first 2 things is gonna be, the first one's gonna say, "Damn, Pops is hating on all the black fighters." They're gonna say that to you. They're gonna say, "Yeah, it's because he's black. You're not giving him the credit he deserves."
That's that Philadelphia bullshit. That's that Philadelphia hype job for him. Okay, how can I hate black fighters when I'm Puerto Rican and I got black in my blood? Okay, I don't hate black fighters. Okay, one of my favorite fighters, Marvelous Marvin Hagler from Brockton.
That was your favorite fighter.
Okay, so I'm not gonna sit here. I watch Sugar Ray Leonard. I watch other fighters. I seen Tony fights. I seen so forth. I seen Tommy Hearns. I seen Muhammad Ali, the Spanks, and so forth and so forth. So I'm not hating nobody. What I'm hating is you're selling a big product about how great you're supposed to be.
In layman's terms, you got to deliver and over deliver.
Yeah.
You know, at this level.
You got to deliver. Especially that now you're on a high horse and you're a 5-1 and timing is everything. We're going to find out. I think, and I'll say like this, you have problems with Karen. And yes, Karen is not Zayas. Zayas is a true.
Karen is lighter than Zayas.
Yeah,
Zayas carries more weight.
But I'm saying the quickness, the movement, and everything. But Zayas is a true 154 that you haven't faced before. An actual 154. Now this guy will catch weight, or this other guy you want to fight this way. He's a 154. Zayas' movement, going around the ring, moving in angles, these are long shots. If you don't go in there and close that gap up quick, you're gonna have a long night, my brother.
Okay, so okay, so let's just say if Jaron Ennis does deliver, let's say he stops him in 5 rounds, or just has a devastating performance and dominates him from whenever the fight begins to whenever it ends. Do you finally give him his credit?
I have to. I have to. I will say that. I will say, hey, you know what? I put my own foot in my own ass to my own mouth, and I will admit that, you know what? I talk a lot of shit, but I also got to be man enough, like we do here in True School Sports, and face the music. And I know I'm going to have some Philly fans say, yeah, I hate over there. Stay over there. Stay on your side.
Stay on that side. You know what? I bet you, if they made it this far, I bet you somebody in the comments already typed in, nah, Pops. You ain't keeping that same energy.
Yeah.
Keep that same energy, Pops.
Yeah.
Don't back up the block now.
Oh, I'm not backing up. I'm not telling you. I'm still riding with my horse.
Okay? Xander Zayas?
I'm still riding with my horse. And I think it's going to be a problem for Boots. If Boots don't get him out early like you say you're going to do,
it's going to be a problem for him?
That horse going to keep riding. People say, oh, Zayas going to get tired between the 6 and 8 rounds and blah, 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 blah. I'm hoping that by that time, Zayas is winning the fight.
You know what's crazy? So Boots has 12 more professional fights than Xander Zayas, but he's only boxed 1 more round in his career than Xander Zayas. He's boxed 125 rounds. Xander's boxed 124 rounds.
Yeah, so, I mean, And that's what I want to see from Boots. Go in there and say, oh, I gotta shut this motherfucking all my haters. I love you haters. True School Sports, Pops. I can't.
I don't hate
like
Boots.
No, he's got a nice personality. Don't get me wrong. He's easy going and everything. I just don't like the shine of this guy.
I gotta put it on the other side. We can't just be for Boots.
Right.
So Xander, right? Xander Zayas was the youngest fighter ever signed to Top Rank. He's been looked at and been groomed to become the Puerto Rican fighter that's supposed to fill Miguel Cotto's shoes.
Right.
If he gets knocked out, if he gets dominated and pillar to post and doesn't even compete with Jaron Ennis, do you consider Xander Zayas to be a hype job? I don't like using that word, and he is young, but
I'll just say I'll put this.
Is he overrated?
If
If Jaron Ennis destroys Xander Zayas, in your opinion, not mine, but in your opinion, do you look at him as an overrated fighter because of the fact that Top Rank signed him so young? He's been professional now for roughly 7 years now. They groomed him for these kind of nights. Now he took this fight against their best interest because he believes in himself.
Right.
But what do you think? What do you think? Could this ruin his career as well?
I'll say it like this. It's just like the Philadelphia fans. The Puerto Rican fans are the same with Zayas. They hyped him up to be this way. But the difference between Zayas and Boots been talking this shit since he was at 147. How he's gonna do this. And yeah, he won a couple belts. And it was a weak division then when he won those belts, right? And doing this, and he does that, and does that. So Zayas has come up, and I don't think he's Puerto Rican fighters, the Puerto Rican fans are hyping him, but Zayas isn't tough like that. You understand what I'm saying? I've been hearing Boots all this time, the same fucking broken record. The same thing when he goes on X or whatever it is. Oh, I just broke up, I just worked out, and I just did whatever I had to do. And I went to church, and I was like, nothing wrong with that, but it's a broken record. You're gonna go and do it. Now you're saying you're gonna be the it factor at 154, right?
Yeah.
I want to see that happen. But back to Zayas.
With Xander.
I think he's a humble kid.
Yeah.
Came from South Florida.
You don't think Boots is humble? I think Boots is humble too.
No, he's very humble.
Boots is just in the gym all the time.
But his fans, his thing got him up here.
So your problem isn't with Boots. Your problem is the fan bases.
The fan base, the way they over.
But isn't that part of being a fan? Aren't you supposed to support your people? Like we like the Florida Panthers, we like the Marlins.
I won't put.
We support them even when they suck.
I want to talk about one trainer that used to go on that channel a lot. I won't say his name, and he basically came out and said, you know what? I stopped talking to them jokers because Boots can't do no wrong. You can't find nothing wrong with them guys. Them guys will always find a way to make it better on the Boots' side.
Yeah.
This and that. Whereas Xander, you don't have that. You have all the Puerto Ricans say, yeah, he's Puerto Rican, and I'll put it this way. Belonga had more hype coming up
than Xander.
Big time.
He did, for sure.
So, in this case, it's not the same. It is, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Puerto Ricans would support
Xander
him.
had some years where he was a bit overshadowed.
Right, and he just starts doing his thing, and he's going to come here. So, if he loses, I got more respect for him whether he wins or loses because of his age and because he's not. And I'm not saying that Boots won't take the chances, but he was willing to go take that and risk it no matter what happened. You understand? I don't think, and we could go back on all this about Boots with Crawford, said that he came and he baited the other way. Norman, when he won, he just took a verbal thing and he went another way. So these are things that's always going to have questions whether they're wrong or right. With Zayas like, no, I called out this guy, I called out this guy, I called all the top guys, and I don't care. I'm going to lose, but I'm going to get more respect and more fans because of it.
Okay. So, if Xander is victorious, right? So if Xander is victorious, do you think that do you think it makes him the Puerto Rican superstar overnight? Like if he beats Jaron Ennis? I
think he's legit. It'll be a big thing for Puerto Rico and for himself. Okay, I personally think he became a big star before all the fighting and everything here. And this is just me. I could be wrong. When he sat there and he posed with the Big Bunny,
Bad Bunny,
Bad Bunny. And Emilio Vargas in the big Super Bowl
thing. The Super Bowl, yeah.
For me, that was it was a breaking point whether he fought or not, just to be there, to be exposed, or to make him to that point where he's at now. But he's not a hype job like Berlanga was as a Puerto Rican, so that's why I think he's more humble. He's gonna go in there. Yeah, he's gonna talk shit after the fight if he wins, and he's probably gonna talk shit after he lost. Because that's just the type guy is. But you gotta give him respect because he's a young buck. He didn't wait as long as Boots. And I'm not saying that all of it's Boots' team's fault that they didn't get the fights because of the boxing, how things work out.
Yeah.
But you have to give this guy his props.
Okay. Does the winner of this fight for you, whether it's Boots or Xander, do they crack the top 10 pound for pound?
Holy shit.
Because okay, so like look, let's break it down. So Boots wins. Boots will be 36-0 and a two-time, two-division unified champion, four-time world champion, two divisions, 36-0. Xander wins. He'll be 24-0, still the unified champion with the win over Jaron Ennis, who's one of the most offensively skilled fighters in the sport.
Now, I'll say like this, and I think Boots, and I've been watching his interviews too. One of his goals is try to retire
Undefeated.
right, undefeated. He's got the tools and the capabilities to do that. And I'll say like this, because both fighters really don't have a great resume. I think supposedly Zayas fought three other guys better than Boots fighting.
Boots fought.
Right.
Boots probably best fight probably be Stanley Honest.
Right.
You could say maybe like I guess Karen. But I'll say Stanley Honest is his marquee win for sure. Romain Villa was a good win at the time, so I'll say he's got two really good wins. Xander's three wins would be Jorge Garcia Perez, Abbas Barrow, and who's the other guy? I'm blanking out right now, but yeah.
And what I'm getting at is if Boots wins, to me, it's the start of his journey to be that great star that he was supposed to be. Because of the timing and everything, it just be the breaking point for him to get to where he's got to be at. Because he beat a legitimate unified guy that got the two belts, and then if he beats him badly, you have to. You can't take that away from him. You understand what I'm saying? He was what ring. He had the Ring magazine and the two belts, 147. So
WBA and IBF.
Yes, that. So he came up here, and for like I say, and for Zayas the same thing. I think this will be a big test for him, and that will just give him more confidence. But I think Boots, if he says he's the material he is, he's the man he is from Philly, Saturday's the night to show me.
I agree.
I'm gonna have my beer with me. I'll be here watching it. I'm gonna be celebrating. Philly fans, I know I've been dick riding him and everything, and some of you said
you said dick riding him.
Yeah.
Well, dick riding is like if you were talking positive. You ain't been talking positive.
Well, no, but I'm saying dick riding. I'm always mentioning him about this.
Yeah.
It's always in a negative
You're giving
way.
him a hard time.
Right, in a hard time. So.
Pause.
Hey, watch out! There's a hater over there. I went somewhere recently with my son.
When I went to Virginia, I was talking about my guy Jamil from YSM.
Yeah.
And my pops wasn't near me, and he's like, "That hater over there,"
And also, when he's coming down with his food,
yeah,
I turned to look at him. He didn't even want to look at me. He just and that's not that he was afraid of me.
Of course not.
But his choice as big as me. I think he's like, I gotta get away from this fool because I don't know what this fool gonna say.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know what you're gonna say. You want to press and Keyshawn Davis in the damn media
so,
room.
and to Boots' side, he humbled. I won't get into detail. He humbled me when I was at the gym with him
in 2022.
Yeah, 22. I made a big error, and I didn't know. And you know what? The guy still speaks like he does today.
Nice guy.
Doesn't care about nothing. He does his thing. Goes sleep, and he didn't hold that. Whatever the case was, he didn't. It was my. I admit whatever it was, and he could have said, get this motherfucker out of here. I'll get this asshole out of here. I'll get this bitch out of here because all he does is talk bad about. Even now, I don't want to hear about this guy. I'm sure people bring the comments to him, but it's all about respect. He's very humble. I do like Bozy. What's his name?
Bozy.
Yeah. Bozy. I like Bozy, but. I'm not putting my sock in my mouth, but I will admit, if Boots goes in and does this come on out party for his birthday also. So, yeah.
There you go.
So I could see him being a P4P.
Yeah.
And what I'll say is, and if he goes in 154 and runs it like he says he's gonna run it, so be it. Shout out to Philadelphia. Shout out to Brett Hackett and Bozy.
Here you go. Yeah. And you got YS. You got Jamil. Don't forget Jamil.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
The last question, because I made a video about this earlier,
Sure.
and we got to get out of here soon. But Terrence Crawford retired. I know they were linked to fight at one point. So Rick Glazer has this rule where he says that he doesn't really believe that a fighter is really retired until it's a full calendar year.
Right.
And with Crawford right now, I think we're sitting at about 7 to 8 months. He hasn't really been retired for that full calendar year yet. If Jaron Ennis has a dominant performance, do you think it's possible he could lure Terrence Crawford out of retirement? Because Terrence Crawford, he was Gilly and Wallow and them. they were bringing up something about Boots, and then they got Terrence Crawford to talk crazy, and then Terrence Crawford went on a spree talking about how he would have fucked Boots up when they would have fought.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Do you think Jaron Ennis having a great performance could lure Terrence Crawford out of retirement? Is that possible in your eyes?
I would just say like this: a lot of good fighters leave, and for that reason they come back, and that might be the reason why he will come back, just to prove himself. Because people keep saying, I didn't get to fight him, this is and that. He'll be 30. What was he? 40?
It's like 38.
38, and Boots is about 30.
He'll be 29, I think,
okay,
on
29.
Sunday.
So people still want to. I still feel that people will still want to see that fight if it happened. All right, and I also was reading in social media. I think that he turned down $200 million. I forgot who.
Who turned down $200 million?
Crawford turned down.
Oh yeah, because they I don't know the exact number, but it was a lot of money for the Canelo rematch.
That's what it was.
I believe so. Yeah.
And he's pretty fit, but I feel like if he's still into boxing, because it seems like the fighters in boxing, they never lose their taste or their flavor for being in that ring, no matter how old they are. They have to live around that. They yearn that, and they need that ego to get, so to speak, fed. And I think for Boots, that would be a great fight for him to fight Crawford. That would really legitimize him. Like, you know what? I waited so long to get this fight. They said I was chasing you, but now you want to come and chase me. Let's get it done. So I don't know. I would love to see that, because Boots didn't never went to 154, right?
Crawford.
I mean Crawford.
Crawford.
Yeah.
He did one fight at 54 against Majmov, then he went to Canelo. He never fought at 160. So if they do fight,
possibility.
I think if they do fight, it'll probably be at 160.
Yeah, and it'll be a great fight, because people want to see that. That's one fight that everybody wanted to see.
Yeah.
So I would like. I mean, there's other fights probably that we all wanted to see, that we never got to be able to watch. So why not? You know what I mean? So Philadelphia, good luck to you. Pero yo voy para Puerto Rico. Para Puerto Rico.
And to finish the sentence off for me. So on Sunday morning, when people wake up, they're going to say blank about Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas. What are they going to say?
They're going to say, oh man, that's tough, because of how Boots been talking.
What are they going to say? Based on what you think of how the fight's going to play out, what do you think they're going to be saying?
They'll say, damn, Boots, you didn't get the job done. You didn't get the job done. You couldn't handle distance. You couldn't do this. I'm disappointed.
The young kid was better than you thought he was.
Yeah, that's right. And to be fair, a lot of people have been saying that. Like, people don't really know that they don't do their homework. There's a lot of things that both fighters always got flaws. Some got some don't. You know what I mean? But I just think that I want to raise my hand and says todo para Puerto Rico.
Well, I'll say this. I think Boots and Xander are very good fighters. They're very good young fighters. I actually think, believe it or not, like, it's a good fight. The reason why I think this fight is so good and why I'm so excited about it is because both guys are so vulnerable. I don't think either guy is a complete fighter.
Right.
You know,
they don't have the exact tools.
like, they're good. Like, don't get like, I think they're both A-level offensive fighters.
Yeah.
But there's the other things outside of that I don't think are A-level.
Yeah.
But the things that, because they're flawed, that's why it's an exciting fight.
Right.
If you look at like a Devin and Shakur,
right.
those guys are a little bit tighter around the board. Maybe they don't punch as hard as Xander or Boots, but they're a little bit tighter on the board. So if they fought each other, it probably wouldn't be as exciting of a fight, but it'd be more of a high level fight.
Right.
Because they're more quote unquote complete.
And I expect, and I'll be honest, people say that he's gonna back the brakes down when he comes in the ring for the first couple rounds.
Who, Boots?
I think Boots is gonna right at him.
Oh, for sure.
I think he's gonna right at him, and he's gonna show. And if Xander doesn't do his movement and do his lateral, move out of the way, it's gonna be a long night.
It's not his movement. I mean, I worry about. I'm not giving a prediction, so I don't want to get too deep into it. But it's not so much his movement; it's more so like what he does after he punches.
Yeah,
that's why I think Xander could be in trouble because sometimes he throws shots and he leaves his head on the center line.
Right.
And Boots has a really good a counter right hand.
Yeah, Boots also gets hit a lot too.
Boots does, but like normally with guys like Boots, when you fight a higher level guy, you tighten it up.
Right.
I think that kid is gonna make him tighten it up.
Right.
And then we're gonna see how much of Boots is, because he gets hit a lot in these fights.
Right.
He gets lackadaisical at times.
Right.
We're gonna see how much of that is really just him having fun and being just silly in the ring, and we're gonna and how much those are really his habits. And we're gonna see, okay, if Xander really is good enough, which I think he's I think this is a 50-50 fight, then I think that we'll see Boots approach the fight, the early rounds, in a different way.
Yeah.
If Xander is as good as we think he is.
Yeah, and it's gonna be and Boots also can put that pressure too. He can push him back, and the movement from Xander's counteracting counter would be great. So it's a great fight. Love you guys. I'll leave it like that. May the best man win. But you know who I'm riding with. Puerto Rico.
Right.